Hi everyone, this is Dikshit. Welcome to my channel. In this particular video, I'll be talking about passing the parameters between two Jenkins job. So scenario is very simple. So let's say I have one job. Okay, so this is a job one. So when I build this one, so I'll be having environment drop down. So whatever I select, right? So it should build this project. Once this is stable, so it should trigger another job also with the same parameter. Okay. So as you can see, so this is the job one. So if I open another console, another window, so let me open that. Okay. So if you see here, job two is the one I'm triggering from my particular job one. As you can see, so it has been triggered now. So whatever I have selected, there I've selected prod and it is prod here. If I select something else, so let's select dev itself. So when I select the dev itself, so as you can see in the console of this one, it says like echo dev. As it is a demo, I'm just doing a echo, that's all. Okay. So then it is triggering job 2. So when you come to here, so then one more console should be there here. So as you can see, dev is there. Okay, so I'll be showing the same similar example in both freestyle and also pipeline. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's create our new jobs. Okay, so before going to do this, like what you need to do is before you need to go to manage Jenkins and click on manage plugins. Okay, and you need to install a plugin. Okay, so as I've already installed, so it will be there in the parameter installed section. So for you, it might be like if you're not installed, so then it will be there in available. Okay, so the plugin name is parameterized trigger plugin. So this you need to install it in your Jenkins server. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's create a first job. So I'll just name it as just trigger job. So I'll just name it as triggers job. Okay, so let me triggers job. Okay, and then I'll select this one as freestyle, and then click OK. So now you'll be able to see a job configuration page. So wherein I need to have the options, right? So then I'll make this one as this project is parameterized, and then I'll take the choice parameter. Okay, so then I'll name it as env, and then the choices are dev, uh, qa, and then I'll give prod. Okay, so user can select any one of it, and this selected value should be sent to another job. Okay, so now once this is done, so what I need to do is like so as just to verify so what value it is taking, I'm just giving execute shell. So I'll just do a echo, and so if you want to print this particular parameter, so it is nothing like you just need to take the name of that, and you need to use the dollar and the name. Okay, and after that if you see so in post build actions. Okay, so once you successfully install that particular plugin, whatever I have mentioned, so this particular option will gonna come up for you, trigger parameterized build on the other project. Okay, so just click on that. So then this particular options will be enabled, and which job you need to trigger. Okay, so before this doing this, I need to create one more job, right? So I mean that job should be triggered by this particular trigger underscore job. Okay, so let me name it as this as parameter job underscore job. Okay, and then let me give it as freestyle. So let me select it as freestyle project, and then this one is also let me take it as project is parameterized. I'll just take a string value here. Okay, again I'm just naming it as env, and default value I'll just leave it as empty. Description also like that, and then so what I'll be doing, execute shell go, then I'll be doing dollar env. Okay, so now once this is done, so just save your job and copy this particular job name here and paste it here. Okay, so this is the job we're gonna trigger, and then after that, like there is an option trigger when build is. So that means whenever this whatever this trigger underscore job is right there, right? Once I mean if this is stable, then only I need to trigger that. Okay, so there are a couple of options. If this is unstable, you can trigger that, so it depends on your requirement. So in my case, I'll just take it as table. Okay. The next one is if you click on add parameters, you can see you can send many parameters. But what I'll do is like a predefined parameter, because already I've defined the parameter in that job. So I need to send the value for that particular predefined parameter, right? That's the reason I'm gonna use predefined parameter. And what is a predefined parameter's name there? I've just, if you remember, I've just given it as env, right? So if you go to configure, and then if you see the name of the variable is env, right? So that's the reason what I'll do is env is equals to, and I need to take the value based on this particular choice parameter. This is basically a drop down. So again, if I want to take, so again I need to use this particular name, $env. Okay. So once this is done, you can just save it. So now when you click on build with parameter, so you'll be able to see that particular one. So let's go ahead and let's select QA and let's run it. Okay. So as soon as you run it, you can see like it has been triggered, parameters job underscore job has been triggered. So if you see the console also, and trigger a new build to parameter underscore job. So when you click on this one, so as you can see, so it has one build. So when you see here, so whatever the value I've selected here, so it has been taken and sent to this particular job also. Now let's take another value just for making sure it is working properly. So I'll just take it as prod, and then when you just like wait for a few seconds, so it'll generate one more console build basically. So as you can see here, now it is prod. Okay. So this is how by using a freestyle job you're gonna pass the parameter between two particular jobs. So now let's check how it works for pipeline script. Okay. So basically, I have already created those two jobs. Okay, as you can see, job underscore one underscore pipeline, and another one is job underscore two underscore pipeline. Okay, so let me go to this particular one, and I'm not creating again a new job. So I'll just show you the configuration, and then I'll go ahead and I'll run that. Okay, so as you can see, so this is the Jenkins file basically. So I've just I don't need to clone anything right from GitHub or Bitbucket. So that's the reason I've just given my pipeline script here itself. So this is the basic blocks of our pipeline. So I've used agent any. So I guess it is visible. Yeah, let me zoom it. Yeah. So agent any, and after that I've given a parameters like choice parameter. So as you can see in the freestyle job, so there was a drop down, right? So if you use choice here, so it will be a drop down. Okay. So I'm giving dev, QA, and prod, and description as null. And then in the stages, I'm using one stage that is like I'm just naming it as param1. I can name it according to your use case. Okay. And in the steps, if you see, so there is a build function in Jenkins file. So I can use this, and if I specify job and the job name, in my case, the job name is. So let me go to that one. So my the job will be triggered from this one as job pipeline 2. So which are the job I need to trigger, I need to mention that, and in the parameters comma I need to specify the parameter name. So basically what parameter that other job has. So the parameter of that job is like env. So I'll just show you the configuration of that job also, and then what value I need to send. I need to send this particular value. So params is objects, it will have all the parameters that this particular job has. Okay, and then parameters.env. So parameters is an object. So whatever this job's object parameters will be there, right? It will be there stored in this particular object, and then I'm just using a dot, and then I'm specifying which parameter I need to use. Okay, so this is about this particular job's configuration. So let me go to another job. So this job will be triggered from job one. Okay, if you see here, so again it has one string parameter that I've defined here itself. So pipeline agent any, and the parameter if you see env, and the description I've just given enter environment value. Okay, and the stages if you see here, so I'm just like echoing uh, parameter.env. Okay, so whatever I get from this job will be taken into this particular one, because as you can see, so I'm just triggering this job and then I'm supplying the parameters also. Okay, so let's go ahead and just run it. So I'll just apply and save also. Okay, now when I click on build with parameters, so let me select prod, and when I click on prod, so as you can see, it is running. So now, so let's wait for our console to come up. It's, as you can see, it is scheduling the project to scheduling the project. So the job name is uh, job underscore 2 pipeline. So then now, as you can see, it is triggered. So now let's go ahead and let's see here. So let me refresh it. So yeah, it has been triggered, and as you can see, so echo prod has been echoed here. Okay, so let's do one more thing. So let's check it for other values. So let me select dev itself. So when I select this one, so let's see the console output. So now, so it is scheduling the project job underscore 2 underscore pipeline. Now when I refresh the screen here, and if I see the fourth console, fourth build console, so then I'll be able to see that particular one. Okay, so as you can see, dev is there. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show in this particular video. So if you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.